The time is now to work on your mindset. One of the things I love about 2023 is I hear people talking about mindset more than ever before. The challenge is we're using this word without knowing what it means and what exactly it looks like. And so what the biggest mistake I see people making is they want to do the work, they want to do mindset stuff, and they end up just journaling, writing goals, and saying positive affirmations. And friends, positive thinking is part of mindset, sure, but it's not the work that's going to make you become the person you want to become. It's not the work that's going to release your past from you. It's not the work that's going to change your identity over. It's not the work that's going to get you rapid overnight results. My heart's breaking for what I'm seeing in the world, especially just here living in America. We have more than we've ever had, yet we've never felt more alone, more isolated, more empty, and more unfulfilled. It pains me to walk just outside and to see the dense emotions that people carry with them. It's like carrying bricks in a backpack, and it goes everywhere you go. This is why I became a mindset coach. And I can tell you, doing this work and being in the industry, there's things I don't like that I'm seeing. And I want to empower you to know what to look out for so you don't fall into any traps. First trap I see people getting into is, I love personal development just as much as the next person. I read like nobody's business. And I see business gurus who are talking about the millions and billions of dollars they've made. And they're getting into talking more about mindset. And so they're sharing what's worked for them. And now they're creating mindset programs for you. Friends, beware the person who wants to work on your mind without having any professional experience or education on the mind itself. They can share their story with you and they can share what they're consciously aware of, but all change happens in an instant at the subconscious level. I was recently sold a program, $8,000, 2 days of mindset work with some high-level 8-9-figure entrepreneurs. And I was not surprised at all to see that this mindset day only consisted of looking at values, vision, goals, positive affirmations. There was no subconscious work baked in. And friend, if you're not careful, you're gonna end up in the same place not knowing what the actual work looks like. See, doing the work isn't about bragging about how much money you've spent on personal development. It's not about bragging about the people you know. It's not about who's in your network. It's about your internal experience of the world around you. It's about how you feel on the inside. It's about how you subjectively experience the world around you. So you really want to work with someone who understands how the subconscious mind works for you. The other trap I see people falling into comes from the spiritual community. This is not an attack on the spiritual community. It means many things to many people. However, the trap is when someone is feeling isolated, lonely, and vulnerable with their emotions, and they're being told that if you just become more conscious, if you just take this drug, if you just take this pill, then you won't have to have those problems. I'm seeing the spiritual community telling people that life is all about pleasure and just enjoying yourself, that your ego is your enemy, that you shouldn't have desire, and that desire is the root of unhappiness. Friends, I don't believe that to be true. I believe you have a purpose. I believe you have a calling. And I believe when you follow that purpose, pleasure will follow. But I don't believe that our sole motivation in life, the whole purpose of this life experience, is to experience pleasure. It's so much more and deeper than that. And I think everyone knows that deep down inside. But don't let that loneliness get to you to the point where someone is saying, here, just try this thing and that pain will go away. Everything you need to self-heal is completely inside of you, and you don't need to take any external plant medicine in order to access that. You have full access completely sober. And if you want to know what it looks like to experience that, I highly recommend learning more about your subconscious mind. The other warning I want to warn you about is therapy. This is not an attack on therapy. I love therapists. In fact, if it wasn't for my last therapist, Dr. Tidwell, based in Atlanta, may she rest in peace, I would not be here today. When I say not here, I'm not talking about here on YouTube. I would not be alive today if it was not for my therapist. She really helped me in times of need. She really brought me through experiencing things like depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts. And this is what therapists are there for. Therapists are trained for mental illness and mental disorder. This is where they are strongest. This is what they go to school for. As a coach, I am not here to work on mental illness or disorder. That is not my place. I will refer out to a therapist for that. However, therapists are not trained on mindset. They do not understand the inner workings of your subconscious mind. They do not know how to rewire your subconscious mind in order to access success. In fact, all they will give you are coping mechanisms, coping techniques. And if their coping techniques don't work for you, they will send you to someone else who will give you a pill and tell you just take this pill and everything will be fine. If you know in your own inner truth that's not what you need, and you know you do need to talk to someone, I recommend looking for someone who works in mindset. And of course, there's a lot of different ways to work within our company as well. Watch out for someone who just wants to take your money to take on a client, who tells you they can help you, only for you and your paid time to tell you that it is the way it is, you're always going to be this way, and the best you can do is deal with it or take a pill, because that's not the truth. I don't think therapists are doing this intentionally. I don't think they know better, but this has become the overwhelming majority, and I want you to be aware of that. When you're aware of the traps that are out there, when you have just the smallest understanding of how your subconscious mind works, this will allow you to become the CEO of your mind. This comes from a place of empowerment. When you know your own blocks, when you know exactly what's in your way, when you can label the things that you want to change about yourself, whether those are thought patterns or behavior patterns, or even the way you think about yourself and your inner critic, when you understand exactly what needs to change, you are now resourceful enough to find a solution to release those things and to create that change without needing to be told what to do and without needing to invest $20,000 on a mastermind telling you that you're going to get that result only to be devastated later. If you haven't heard about NLP, NLP stands for neuro-linguistic programming. I'm the CEO and founder of Elite Mind. I'm a master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming, and I've helped hundreds of clients at this point release unresolved emotions and trauma, learn how to heal themselves, learn how to completely rewire their mind and their identity so they're no longer doing things like being a perfectionist, procrastinating, getting constantly distracted, living in a state of fear and doubt and lacking confidence. And they're able to get much further without those mindset blocks. And the cool thing about it is the reason I was drawn to NLP is it's an experience you get to have where you don't have to relive your trauma in order to heal from it. You can just let it go. In fact, you don't even need to remember what happened with these techniques, and it happens really fast. You can access really fast, rapid change. And this is what I want for you. This is my mission here at Elite Mind. Beware of the things that might not be serving you. Beware of the traps that are out there. Take my 7-day challenge, 7 days to elite awareness, so you know what to look out for, and be the CEO of your mind and make a decision on what you're going to do next to create that elite mind so you can have an elite life.